Hello everyone, here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Cleft Care with Nifemi Ayelomi. I am happy to be here as always, and I will say thank you very much for subscribing to this channel. I am super grateful, and I believe that we are all learning together. And thank you for sharing, thank you for all the feedbacks, thank you for the comments and likes. I really do appreciate them. For all the new subscribers, I want to say that you're welcome to this YouTube channel, Cleft Care with Nifemi Ayelomi. It promises to be educative and very informative. Today, the topic we are going to be taking care of in this is the frequently asked questions about cleft lip and palate. Frequently asked questions about cleft lip and palate. But before I proceed, I want to implore you to please take a minute to subscribe if you have not subscribed. Please share if you are not shared. Just click on the subscribe button and also on the notification button so that you can get notified every time we drop videos for your viewing and education. So I said earlier, what I want to be talking about today is the frequently asked questions about cleft lip and palate. Most of the people around, I said some time ago, that they're not aware that there's a condition that is called cleft lip and palate. So the commonest of the question is, what is cleft lip and palate? What is cleft lip and palate? And I will say again that cleft is an English word that means an opening. Cleft is an English word that means an opening. So when you say there's a cleft lip, that means there's an opening on the lip or on the palate. Cleft lip can either be on one side or on the two sides of the lip. If it's on one side, it is called the unilateral cleft lip. If it's on the two sides, it is called bilateral cleft lip. When there is a cleft palate, there is an opening on the roof of the mouth. Then you will also ask that how do you know that a child has cleft lip and palate? You are going to know this when the child is born. It is visible, especially when it's on the lip. Then when the child is still in the womb, some ultrasound scan can show that the child that you are carrying has a cleft lip and or palate. And I must also mention that cleft can either be cleft lip, it can be cleft palate, or it can be both cleft lip and palate. Let us know that it can be cleft lip, cleft palate, or cleft lip and palate. Another question is, what is the cause? What is the cause of cleft lip and palate? Cleft lip and palate, at this point, as of today, we have not been able to say that this is an actual cause of cleft lip and palate. However, there has been some things that could be a reason for there to be a cleft lip and palate on the child that is just born. I said that at the moment, there is no actual cause for cleft lip or palate, but there are some things that could be the reason why a child is born with cleft lip and palate. We call them predisposing factors, or we say they are risk factors. Yes, those are the things that can happen. And one of those things could be that when the mother is taking some particular drug when she's pregnant. It could also be that some people are abusing drugs. It could be a cause. One of the most important causes is when there is lack of folic acid. When the body lacks folic acid during pregnancy, when a mother smokes during pregnancy, it can be a cause for it. When a mother takes alcohol during pregnancy, it could also be a cause. Then when a mother exposes themselves to radiation, those can also be a cause of cleft lip and palate. Some other people will also ask, is it spiritual or is it a curse? I must mention that there are a lot of myths that surrounds the reason for cleft lip and palate. Some will say that it is reincarnation. Some will say it is because somebody has done something wrong. Some would say that it is spiritual. Some will say that they will say a lot of things. But the truth is that it is not spiritual. It is not a curse. It is not a taboo. The child is not an evil child. The child is not a reward of evil. All of these things are just myths that people used to believe about cleft lip and palate. So instead of being spiritual, the question that you could ask is it hereditary? Is it hereditary in the sense that if I give birth to a child that has cleft lip and palate, does that mean that my child can also have cleft lip and palate? Does that mean that the child that my child has given birth to, that means my grandchild, does that mean that she can also have a cleft lip and palate? If my child has, if does the grandchild, that means the child that my child gives birth to. I know you understand what I'm saying. And cleft lip and palate has been said to, I said earlier that there is no actual cause of cleft lip and palate. But I also mentioned that there are some predisposing factors. Yes, genetics is one of the predisposing factors. Pardon me, is one of the predisposing factors. And we're talking about genetics. That means it could be in the gene. If it is in the gene, so it could be hereditary. We have seen cases where a mother has a cleft lip and palate and then give birth to a child that also have cleft lip and palate. It can be the same one or different, but there are some that they have clefts and then their child also has clefts. So we can say that it could be hereditary. Then some people will be asking, is it my fault? Is it my parents' fault? Why do I have a child that has cleft lip and palate? What have I done wrong? I want to tell you that you have not done anything wrong. It is not your fault. It is one of those things that happen when a woman is pregnant. I said earlier that there could be some reasons, but that is not enough reason for you to blame yourself for having a child that has cleft. And you may ask now that what would you do better to have a child that doesn't have cleft? What do you have to tell some other people that do not have a child that has cleft yet? What you have to do as a woman of a childbearing age is to eat healthy, eat very healthy meals, live healthy life, reduce or even do not take alcohol, do not smoke, do not abuse drugs. A lot of things, these are very common these days. Take as much as possible folic acid or take foods that contain folic acid. For a woman that is of childbearing age, you don't need to wait until you start having children before you start taking in folic acid. And 6 months to the time that you know you are going to be ready to be having children, it is good for you to start preparing yourself. That means you have to take care of your body system. Eat good meal, eat vegetables, take a lot of waters, take a lot of fruits. Yes, and take folic acid. It is very important. Avoid exposure to radiation and all of those. It is very important.